Will Movsar Evloev keep his undefeated record in the UFC intact as he takes on Aljamain Sterling? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I would go with Aljo on that one just because they're both going to be more grapplers if I'm remembering correctly. And Aljo's a grappler that is working towards a finish, which is a lot different than someone just kind of holding you down. You know what I mean? And I don't think that he's going to be able to hold Aljo down. And that's another thing too, is like a lot of guys see somebody, some of the guys that come from the Caucasus area and they don't want to wrestle him, and then all of a sudden, they make the boogeyman real, but they're people too. So it's like you go and wrestle them, sometimes they're not ready for that traffic coming back their way. Like no one's wrestled with them in the gym in a while, or they just expect they're going to go in there and land their takedown. So when they got somebody on their legs, that actually kind of throws them off. So I'll go with Aljo for that one.
Aljamain Sterling.
I'll go with Sterling, yeah.
I give it to Sterling.
That one's a tough one, but I do have a high opinion of Aljamain Sterling, so I think he'll win that one.
Movsar Evloev he's just too big for him, and I don't think Aljamain's gonna be stylistically a good grappler. It would have to be a little bit on the bigger side to beat people in that division, and I don't think Movsar is a really good wrestler, a really good grappler, and he's just too big for Aljamain.
I'm thinking Aljo, if he's able to implement the same kind of wrestling style that he did against Cater, and it may not be super fancy or exciting, but I mean, he can get the job done for sure, and he kind of just come in and start to Khabib the division, I think, a little bit. It's going to take, I think there's some guys in the division, obviously, like Volkanovski and stuff, that I think will give Aljo a run for their money, but I think he's going to climb up to the top three kind of position before he starts to meet too much adversity.
That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. I trained with Sterling. His grappling is crazy, and I think, and I've seen him training, and I think his grappling will be better than Evloev, so I think he's gonna win this fight.
That one's probably going to be a decision. I'm going to go with Aljo, probably. Yeah.
Aljamain's going to be big up. I do think Movsar will probably take it. I think his wrestling seems to be a little bit. I think it'll be a little bit more effective, and with the striking as well. Like because Movsar did very well against obviously Arnold Allen and managed to neutralize parts of his striking. So I'll go with Movsar for that one.
I think Movsar Evloev gonna win because he's biggest. He's better in wrestling.
I think if I had to give it to anybody, it'd probably be the Evloev. Is that what
I think it's Evloev, yeah.
Evloev. Only because he's been a 45 this whole entire time. Aljamain Sterling, he's very, very good at like a few things, and he does them really, really well. It should be a striking match more than anything because these guys are both really talented on their grappling skills and wrestling. But yeah, I think I'd go to Evolve.